What if I told you there were once powerful kingdoms, rich in gold, culture, and mystery, that simply disappeared? No trace. No ruins. No final battle. Just vanished today. We journey deep into the forgotten corners of history to uncover 5 legendary kingdoms that once thrived, then slipped through the cracks of time. This isn't your high school history class. This is the hidden past they never taught you. 1. The Kingdom of Zanzilia, the African Atlantis. Imagine a city of golden palaces, vibrant markets, and lush gardens surrounded by ocean mist and palm trees. That was Zanzilia, a legendary coastal kingdom said to have existed on the eastern shores of Africa, possibly around modern-day Mozambique or Tanzania. Zanzilia appears in ancient Arab and Persian texts, often described as a paradise of wealth and wisdom. Traders from Arabia, India, and even China supposedly visited its ports. But here's the thing. No physical evidence of Zanzilia remains today. Some say it was swallowed by the sea during a massive tsunami. Others think it was buried by the jungle, or even that it migrated inland due to slave raids and colonial threats. But the mystery deepens. Satellite scans show unusual rectangular formations under shallow coastal waters near Mozambique, structures that don't appear to be natural. Could this be Zanzilia, lost beneath the sea like an African Atlantis? To this day, no excavation has confirmed its existence, but locals still tell stories passed down through generations of a golden kingdom that once ruled the waves, and then, just like that, disappeared. 2. The Kingdom of Urartu. Ghosts beneath the mountains next. We travel north, deep into the rugged terrain between modern-day Turkey, Armenia, and Iran. Welcome to Urartu, a fierce mountain kingdom that thrived around the 9th century BC, rivaling Assyria in military strength and architecture. These people built massive fortresses, advanced irrigation systems, and temples that rivaled anything in Mesopotamia. Urartu was so powerful, even the mighty Assyrians called them a serious threat. But sometime around 600 BC, Urartu fell silent. There was no major war, no climate catastrophe, no plague. Their cities were simply abandoned, and the people vanished. Historians suspect internal rebellion or an invasion by Scythians or Medes, but again, there's no solid proof. Even stranger, Urartian script was forgotten for over 2,500 years and only deciphered in the 20th century. A whole civilization, completely wiped from memory. Today, scattered ruins still cling to the mountains, silent sentinels whispering the secrets of a kingdom the world almost forgot. 3. The Kingdom of Shivanagar. India's lost desert empire buried beneath the sands of the Thar Desert in India lies the legend of Shivanagar, a city said to have rivaled even Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa. According to ancient folklore and Vedic poetry, Shivanagar was an advanced kingdom, blessed by Shiva himself, with majestic towers, underground water systems, and a temple built of black stone that shined like obsidian. But here's the twist. Shivanagar isn't mentioned in any major Indian historical texts. Only folk songs, oral stories, and cryptic inscriptions on rocks found in remote desert caves. Then, in the early 2000s, geologists using ground-penetrating radar discovered geometrical anomalies, rectangular shapes, and man-made looking formations under the desert surface. Were these the ruins of Shivanagar? Excavations were halted due to religious protests and political tension. The truth remains locked beneath the sands. Was Shivanagar a real kingdom swallowed by a sandstorm, or just a myth that grew legs over time? One thing's for sure. Legends don't last thousands of years without a spark of truth. 4. The Kingdom of Iraq. The kingdom that spoke to the stars. That spoke to the stars. Now let's head to South America, to the high plateaus of Bolivia and Peru, where many believe the legendary Kingdom of Iraq once stood. This mysterious kingdom, possibly predating even the Inca, is mentioned in obscure oral histories of the Aymara people. Iraq was supposedly a kingdom of skywatchers, astronomers, and builders of stone that couldn't be cut with primitive tools. Some believe Tiwanaku, a real archaeological site near Lake Titicaca, could have been Iraq's capital. The stones there are so precisely carved and massive that even modern engineers scratch their heads. Iraq supposedly vanished in a single generation during a time of strange celestial events. Solar eclipses, meteor showers, and the sky serpent that appeared in the clouds. Some say their priests misread the stars and failed to act during a drought. Others say they were absorbed into the rising Incan Empire. But there's a third theory, that Iraq wasn't just a kingdom, but a colony of an even older civilization lost to time, whose knowledge of the cosmos went far beyond what we imagine ancient people could understand. Spooky? Maybe. But the skies never lie. 5. The Kingdom of Inihanyami, Japan's hidden empire. Our final story takes us to Japan, land of samurai, cherry blossoms, and one of the most detailed historical records on Earth. But even here, there's a missing kingdom. According to obscure texts like the Kojiki and Nihon Shoki, there was once a shadowy kingdom called Nihonyami, or Dark Japan. It supposedly existed on the northern coast of Honshu, or possibly in Hokkaido. Nihonyami was a parallel kingdom to early Japan, ruled not by emperors but by sorcerer priests known as the Kagami no Mano, people of the mirror. These mystics were said to control mirrors that could see into the hearts of men. There are no official records after 350 AD, and yet local legends in Aomori and Hokkaido tell of a mysterious royal bloodline that fled into the mysterious royal bloodline that fled into the mist after a celestial war. And here's the kicker. In 1999, a Japanese researcher found strange bronze mirrors buried in forest caves. Mirrors inscribed with writing that doesn't match any known Japanese script. Could this be a fragment of Nihonyami? Was this kingdom erased from official history by the Yamato court to consolidate power? In a land where honor matters more than memory, perhaps some histories were better forgotten. Kingdoms rise, and kingdoms fall. But when they vanish without a trace, they leave behind more than silence. They leave behind questions. What happened to Zanzilia's golden ports? Why did Urartu disappear from the mountains? Was Shivanagar buried on purpose? Did Iraq truly raid the stars? And who were the mirror priests of Nihonyami? History is written by survivors. But sometimes, the lost civilizations whisper louder than the living ones. If we listen closely, the past might still have secrets to tell.